If you clicked on this video, it's probably because you're wondering what it means to have a Christ-centered relationship. And we're going to answer that question, what it means before you get into a relationship, while you're in that dating phase, and then when you're married.
Yeah.
So, Kara, what is a Christ-centered relationship?
I think
Overall, the overall. Yeah.
overall, a Christ centered relationship is obviously having Christ at the center of your relationship.
Nice.
I think it's putting God above everything, putting God above your partner, even. Sometimes you think, you know,
People idolize their
yeah.
partner.
But I think it's like it's putting God actually above your partner, above everything, above your decisions, above like your own desires and goals, like but actually going to God first.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so while you're single, you should still be seeking after God about your potential relationship.
Hmm.
And an example for that is like our story. I did a 21-day fast and I was bring to God a few things. And one of those things was, hey, God, I'm not ready for a relationship. I know I'm not because I'm just like such a bad guy. Like I was not the same guy as I used to be. Trust me. I could not handle a relationship. And so I was like, God, I really want a relationship. Throughout this whole year, please prepare me so that I can hold and keep a relationship going when I meet the right girl. And
Hmm.
I told God, I'm like, at the end of the year, kind of just like slid that in there. And lo and behold, November came. I met Kara, and I
September.
September.
Yeah.
Sorry. From further talking to each other, she said that, hey, like while that whole year from January till we met, I was changing a lot. Like I was getting prepared to meet you as well, and
Yeah.
that's just how cool our God is, and how He works. Like from my prayer, He was working on both of our
Yeah.
behalfs to prepare ourselves for when we meet each other. It's at the right moment.
Hmm.
And so that's an example of before you get married, before you even start dating, sorry. Now, when you're in your dating phase,
Hmm.
what might that look like?
You definitely need to be going to God individually first,
Mm-hmm.
and just like pursuing your relationship with God individually and together. So that means like still prioritizing your individual prayer and study with the word, but then also you can be doing that together in your
Mm-hmm.
dating relationship. So, like praying together, that was something that solidified our relationship like so much, was just actually being consistent in our praying together
Mm-hmm.
as well as
Yeah.
individually. It's not laid out specifically in the Bible
Yeah,
on
it's because
how to walk things out.
relationships, like dating relationships, is not really biblical. Like,
It's
where do
not
you
in
see
the
in the
Bible
Bible
necessarily.
of someone dating? You know,
Yeah.
so in this like world, like, how do we navigate that? And I think first and foremost, respect your elders. I think the people who go before us, we got to respect what they have to say. I know when I was a young gun, I didn't want to listen to a lot of people. You know, I thought I knew everything about relationships. But now it's like, wow, someone who's been married for 20 years, 5 years, 10 years, they have so much knowledge about relationships that I could have used. Whether you're at a church or you have people in your life, even your parents, they have good knowledge and wisdom for a reason. And so, as much as possible, while you're in your dating phase, I know you may want to jump into things and do things. Having a Christ-centered relationship is respecting your elders and people who go before you and using their knowledge to help in your relationship. Christ-centered relationship is all about decision making and how God can help you in your decision making while you're dating. There's so many decisions that you have to make while you're dating about what you want, what you're looking for. Is this the right girl? Is this not? You know, I don't like what she did about this. I don't, because you're not held in a covenant yet. You know, you can leave. And so that's the most important thing. It's all about decision making. Hey, God, is this the right person for me? But now, when we talk about marriage and that covenant relationship with God, if you get married and you put Christ at the center already, it's a
Hmm.
covenant marriage. Christ is already at the center of your relationship permanently. Now, that just depends, though, how active you are with Christ, involving Christ in your relationship.
Yeah.
Some marriages, no activity with Christ in their relationship and marriage, like none. Like they don't even pray together. They don't even pray for like dinner. Maybe they'll pray for dinner, but that's about it. They don't do any sort of church together. But then there's other couples. pray all the time together, who go to church together, who serve at church together.
Mm-hmm.
That is involving Christ in your covenant marriage together. I think people forget that like marriage is a biblical thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like you are including God and telling God and everyone else when you get married on that altar, this is the person I want to spend the rest of my life with. So for
Yeah.
most Christians, you already have a Christ centered marriage because it's a covenant marriage. If you're a Christian and you're married, because of that covenant, you already have that Christ centered marriage. You
Mm-hmm.
already have that Christ centered relationship. It just depends on how active you are in that, how active you are involving Christ in your life, in your decision making, and in your problems. Because when you get married, surprise, you get a lot of problems. But
Yeah, your problems don't disappear just because you get
yeah,
married.
but all depends on how you deal with them. Some couples have the ability to deal with their problems a lot more efficiently.
Mm-hmm.
And we believe, actually, I think you might know too. It's because they put Christ in their relationship,
Mm-hmm.
and problems that they just don't build up. They don't. There's no calluses over that problem. If they deal with it right away, they come to God about their problems and they solve it,
Yeah.
right? And if it's a recurring problem, they continue to go to Christ about it. Anyways, that's the end of the video. I hope you guys got a better understanding of the meaning of a Christ-centered relationship. If you're new to this channel, thank you so much for viewing and watching. I just hopefully you guys like us enough to subscribe. Please subscribe. But yeah, thank you guys so much, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.
Bye.